The holiday season officially starts when you get that first card in the mail. Shutterfly makes it easy to add more meaning to the everyday with hundreds of holiday card designs that can be personalized in seconds with your favorite photos from this year. Select your greeting, customize the color, and even add little extras like personalized foil to make a holiday card that really shines. Enjoy 40% off with code SMILE40 at Shutterfly.com and send something meaningful this year. See site for more details.
At New Balance, we believe if you run, you're a runner, however you choose to do it. Because when you're not worried about doing things the right way, you're free to discover your way. And that's what running's all about. Run your way at newbalance.com/running.
The Tudors Dynasty Podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rebecca Larson. Let's dive into the fascinating lives of two incredible women who shaped Russian history, Elizabeth of Russia and Catherine the Great. These remarkable rulers weren't just born into power, they seized it and transformed their empire. We'll start with Elizabeth of Russia, a princess turned empress. Elizabeth was the daughter of Peter the Great and Catherine I of Russia, a lineage that carried both immense power and expectation. At just 32 years old, Elizabeth made her move to claim the throne. But how? Let's start with her roots. Her mother, Catherine I, was an extraordinary woman in her own right. Born the daughter of a Polish Slavonian peasant, Catherine rose from humble beginnings to become Peter's mistress and eventually his wife. Their love story was legendary. Hundreds of affectionate letters still survive, showing the depth of their bond. Catherine was the only one who could calm Peter's infamous rages, earning his respect and trust. Peter intended to name her as his heir, but his untimely death left this plan unfinished. Instead, Catherine I became Russia's first female czar, ruling for 2 short years. After her death, the throne passed to Peter's grandson, Peter II, who tragically died at just 14. Enter Anna Ivanova, a niece of Peter the Great and Elizabeth's cousin, chosen by the nobles to take the throne. But Anna's rule was marred by controversy, particularly her reliance on her German lover, Ernst Johann von Bieren. Her death in 1740 set off a chaotic succession struggle, with her infant son, Ivan VI, declared emperor. This is where Elizabeth stepped back into the spotlight. Threatened with banishment to a convent by Anna, Elizabeth's position in court was precarious. But she had allies. The French ambassador and members of the Russian Guard supported her claim. On the night of November 24th, 1741, Elizabeth led a coup. The infant Ivan and his mother were imprisoned, and Elizabeth was crowned empress. Her 20-year reign brought stability, prosperity, and cultural renaissance to Russia. Known for her love of lavish parties and masquerades, Elizabeth was also a shrewd ruler. She inherited her father's ability to govern with a clear head, abolishing capital punishment and overseeing the founding of the Russian Academy of Arts and Moscow University. By the end of her reign, she was adored by her people and remembered as one of the Romanov dynasty's most beloved rulers. While Elizabeth paved the way for another extraordinary woman, Catherine the Great, German-born and betrothed to Elizabeth's nephew Peter at just 14. Catherine arrived in Russia ready to make her mark. Her marriage to Peter, however, was a disaster. He was neurotic, rebellious, and even aligned himself with Elizabeth's enemy, Frederick II of Prussia. Catherine, on the other hand, was brilliant, ambitious, and deeply committed to Russia. Her intelligence and charm won her the support of influential courtiers, and in 1762, she staged a coup against her husband. Within months, Peter was dead under mysterious circumstances, leaving Catherine to reign as empress. Her 34-year rule was a golden age for Russia. Catherine championed the arts, education, and modernization, writing plays, translating the Iliad into Russian, and penning over 10,000 letters. She expanded Russian territory, gained influence in Europe, and oversaw the first partition of Poland. While her personal life was scandalous, she famously took several lovers, including the powerful Grigory Potemkin. Her achievements as a ruler far outweighed the gossip. Catherine's reign coincided with tumultuous times, including the French Revolution, but she maintained control and strengthened Russia's position as a global power. She left behind a legacy of cultural and political transformation, setting the stage for modern Russia. 2 women, 1 legacy. Elizabeth of Russia and Catherine the Great were trailblazers who redefined what it meant to rule. Both gained power through coups, championed arts and culture, and governed with a fierce love for their country. They were born to rule, and their reigns remain a testament to their vision and determination. And that concludes another episode of the Tudors Dynasty Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you love the show and would like to show your support, consider becoming a patron over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Tudors Dynasty. Over there, you'll get commercial-free episodes, early access, and some patron-exclusive content as well. If you would prefer to show your support in another way, head on over to my website, tutorsdynasty.com, and click on the shop to see some of the new merchandise that I have available. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
The Tudors Dynasty Podcast.